Morning, welcome along to Paper Talk.
Over the next 10 minutes or so, we'll be taking a look through the sports pages to see what's making the headlines this morning.
And here to assist us with that is the Athletics' Anthony Hay. Good morning, Anthony.
Good morning, how's it going?
Very well, thank you. Very well indeed. We're going to start with one in the Daily Telegraph today. And we will start by looking at the makeup of Chelsea's squad next season with a reference to some flops, Anthony, that Thomas Tuchel is keen to get rid of. Must stress that is the words of the Telegraph, not our words, but some players he's desperate to sort of move on.
Yeah, I'm in no position to call them flops as well. But yeah, Tuchel, apparently, he doesn't want a bloated squad. He wants a squad that's full of international players, but he wants to keep it to around 21, 23 players. So apparently he wants to get rid of a few of them, including Werner, Kepa, Batshuayi, but they could all go, but they're struggling to find a buyer at the moment because they're all on big wages and they also went for big fees. So Kepa was bought for 71 million, Werner was 50 million, so they're really struggling to find a buyer who will take them on those big wages and pay a fee as well.
Anthony, Chelsea seem to be closing in on the signing of Sevilla defender Jules Koundé, but could Barcelona hijack the deal? Bring us up to speed on that, please.
Yeah, it seems like Barcelona want everyone this summer, but apparently Koundé could go to Barcelona. They want to hijack the move, which Chelsea believe is close. But yeah, Seville believe approach is coming. This is from a report in Spain, a Barcelona-based newspaper, that Barcelona are now focusing on bringing in a centre-back this summer after getting Rafinha and other business done. So maybe Koundé could go to Barcelona rather than Chelsea, according to this report.
Yeah, it's quite amazing where they're coming up with all the money for these signings, isn't it? If they don't get Koundé, they've already signed one defender from the Premier League in Andreas Christensen, but they've been linked with another one as well, Anthony.
Yeah, so another report in Spain suggesting that Barcelona could go for Laporte from Manchester City. I don't think Pep would be too pleased with that, Barcelona coming in for one of their star defenders. He obviously made 33 league appearances last season as City won the Premier League. So to lose Laporte would be something what City wouldn't want to do, but if Barcelona want to stump up the cash, then he could go to Spain.
Right, let's rattle through some of the other transfer stories in today's papers. Which of the Premier League sides are linked with the move for Bayern Munich defender Benjamin Pavard?
Yeah, so Pavard, he broke onto the scene during the 2018 World Cup. I don't know if you remember, he scored that magnificent goal as France won the World Cup. But the Sun are reporting that maybe Chelsea and Man United are looking at Pavard. He's 26, he's playing at Bayern. He can play as a right centre-back or a right-back, so it gives you that versatility. And yeah, as I said, he's a World Cup winner. So if Bayern are prepared to sell him, then apparently, according to the Sun, Pavard could go to Chelsea or Man United this summer.
Big signing for Nottingham Forest yesterday, Anthony. Jesse Lingard became their 11th since returning to the Premier League. And according to the papers this morning, they're not finished yet.
Yeah, they could be getting another one. According to the Daily Mail, they're suggesting that Emmanuel from Watford could go to Forest to lead their line. Obviously, Forest have already brought in 11 players, spent 70 million. They're returning to the Premier League after 23 years, so they're looking to make a splash when they come back. Obviously, getting Lingard yesterday was a big move for them. But yeah, Dennis scored 10 Premier League goals last season, so it'd be a bit of a coup for them. He could lead their line, and he could link up with Lingard and the rest of the players that they signed this summer.
Just another quick word on Nottingham Forest. We've seen it before, Anthony, with teams that do a lot of business, and Fulham will be one example in recent seasons where it doesn't always work if you sign loads and loads of players all at once.
Yeah, it is obviously a big risk because you need to build that team chemistry. Cooper's a magnificent manager, but they're not all going to have a big pre-season, so it's about making sure they're all singing from the same hymn sheet, and bringing in 10, 11 players is a bit of a risk, but they have to improve their squad. They want to do well after being out of the Premier League for 23 years. So this is their perfect opportunity and they're willing to take it. Obviously, you saw yesterday with Lingard, they're apparently paying up to 120 to 200k a week for him. But that's the pool they have. They're a big club and I'm glad that they're back in the Premier League.
Right, let's head into the Times for our next one. And Manchester City's new signing has had a bit to say about his price tag.
Yeah, he said the headline is Haaland tells Grealish pressure, I only cost half as much to you, which is quite cheeky, I think, actually.
Yeah, it seems those two are building up a bit of a bromance already. I think Haaland had to do an initiation song last night, and went down well. I think Grealish was recording it. But yeah, I think that's good for team chemistry, a bit of banter between them ahead of the new season. They'll probably be competing for goals and assists, and Haaland's definitely not short of confidence. You can see that from when he was at Dortmund and now he's at City. So I think it's going to be good to see them both combining at City next season.
It's fascinating, isn't it, Anthony, to look at these two big-name strikers that have arrived in the Premier League. Obviously, Haaland at Manchester City, but Darwin Núñez as well at Liverpool. 4 goals for him against Leipzig last night. It seemed an incredible overreaction to a couple of early appearances in friendlies, didn't it, in terms of him justifying his price tag and whether he was already under pressure as a Liverpool player.
Yeah, you can't take too much into pre-season. Obviously, everything counts when the Premier League starts. That's when it will be the whole Núñez versus Haaland battle. But yeah, everyone's saying who should they have in their fantasy Premier League team? Should it be Haaland? Should it be Núñez? I think it's good for the Premier League that 2 big strikers have come over to England this summer. So yeah, game on to see who's going to be better next season.
And Anthony, we're going to end with the Telegraph and, of course, the Euros, as England's run to the semi-finals has prompted a ticket rush, hasn't it, Anthony?
Yeah, it seems so. I want to get hold of one of these tickets, but it seems like it's going to be hard. Apparently 9 million people watched the quarter-final the other day against Spain, so obviously those people want a ticket. England fever. Obviously, we could win the first trophy since 1966 as a country in football. So yeah, Sweden or Belgium awaits, but apparently tickets are going up for sale on resale websites for up to £800. So yeah, they're going like hotcakes, and you need to get hold of one of those tickets if possible.
Luckily, Anthony, on your exorbitant wage, you can easily afford £800 a ticket, couldn't you?
I don't know about that.
Great to speak to you. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers for having me.